Hello, welcome to Learn, Do, Become Radio, episode 208, How Command Centrals Can Transform the Workplace. Okay, I'm April Perry, and if you have been with us here at Learn, Do, Become for a while, you know how much we love helping our members to build STEP command centrals. And if you're wondering what STEP means, it's Steps to Everyday Productivity, which is our signature program here. We have tens of thousands of people who have already joined over the years. But as we've been teaching this process for literally 15 years, we've mostly served individuals who purchase our programs with their own money. It's teachers, it's real estate agents, it's parents, it's doctors, it's literally people from all professions. And typically they purchase strictly for the relief that it brings them in their personal and professional work, which I love. It's been amazing. We have so many fun testimonials coming in every day. Eric and I have received dozens of requests, however, from businesses, government agencies, and organizations to provide some kind of group training. And we get asked this a lot. Hey, can you travel? Can you come to my company? Can you come speak at our retreat? Can you teach everyone in our organization? These kinds of things. But the reason we have turned all of those invitations down up to this point can best be explained by this story. I was even nervous to share the story because it was one of my low points, but I'm going to share it now. Okay, so years ago, Eric and I went to lunch with a friend of ours who runs a business with about 10 team members. And this friend mentioned that the team systems were incredibly disorganized. And so we popped by the office after lunch so I could check it out. After spending 5 minutes with one team member, just taking a tour of their group project management software so I could see where all of them were working. And then I asked this team member a few questions, but I could instantly see the problem. Now, as a quick summary of what was happening, I'll just give you these bullets, okay? And as I'm sharing this, I'm not trying to be judgmental or critical, but I want you to think about your own work environment, whether you're paid or volunteer or working with a family, but just think about that and see if this is happening to you, because it's really, really normal. So I'm not trying to shame anybody, but it's also something that can be completely transformed. Okay, so here's the 4 points, my quick summary. Number 1, there was no distinction between routines or one-off tasks or projects. So they had a bunch of clients and all their information in there, but you couldn't tell which client was a one-time project and which one was an ongoing client. Like there was no way to tell. So it was just all lumped together. Nearly everything had a red overdue date next to it. So people pretty much ignored all the deadlines. And I asked, we were scrolling through, and I said, so is everything overdue? And they're like, yeah, it's just we don't even pay attention. Everything's overdue. I'm like, okay. Like that's stressful. Okay. Number 3, support materials like digital files, email messages, etc. were kept nowhere near where the tasks related to the clients were kept. So there was a lot of time wasted just trying to find things. So they'd go to work on one client's project and then say, well, where is all the stuff? I don't know. It's somewhere in here. Like it was everywhere. And number 4, team members were just coming to work and hacking away at whatever they felt was most urgent and then going home feeling pretty frustrated. Now, I've talked to a lot of business owners and employees and team members over the years I've been doing this, and this is incredibly common. What I'm sharing right now is the absolute norm. Now, because this was happening, the company was losing a lot of money. Client relationships were not optimized, and I could just feel the stress of the business owner needing to make payroll, needing to pay for the office, needing to consistently bring in new clients. Like it was stressful, right? So I offered to come and do a 1-day training to get the team organized with the basics of a command central. And our friend readily agreed. And it felt exciting to me. I was just doing it for free. And I said, hey, it's a chance for me to actually help a whole business to get on track. Let me see if I can do it. And then if it works, great. Then I can do it for other companies, Okay, so I was just going to do it for free. It's going to be this awesome day. Okay. Now, the entire week prior to this training, I was incredibly excited. I put together a really solid day of training with reflection questions and worksheets and different exercises we were going to do and color printouts. I was so excited. And I made brand new presentation slides and I went over them again and again with just love and enthusiasm. In fact, the morning of, I got up early, I went through the whole thing and I was just giddy. I thought, this is going to be the best day. And I could just imagine how happy and relieved they were all going to feel when the day was complete. Okay, so you can probably guess where this is going. It was a disaster, like one of the lowest days in my professional work ever. Okay. The team members who were there, they had no skin in the game. They hadn't asked for me to come, and they hadn't paid anything for the training, and they were in the middle of their work whirlwind. So why on earth would they want to listen to me, some random woman who just came in, when they had hundreds of emails and frustrated clients wondering when their work would be completed? I finished half of my presentation. It was supposed to go like 9 to 5. I think I finished at lunch. I had sweat dripping down my back the whole time. Like, I was trying to make connections. I was trying to make eye contact, but everyone was just working on their computers. So it was like it's literally one of my worst nightmares where I'm standing somewhere and I'm trying to teach something that's really important and no one cares. But I couldn't leave and sit down because I said we were doing it. We also brought in a videographer to record it. So, that was even worse. I've got like these bright lights on me. I'm trying to look poised for the video camera. And I could not make a connection. I could not even teach one thing. It was like, and anytime we did make connection, it was just like these blank eyes, and I get it. They're stressed. They had a lot going on. Okay, so then I just like pivoted to something else in the middle and I just ended right several hours early. Now, I held it together. We had several of our team members we brought in for it to like be there to help with all the fun work we were going to do. Oh my gosh. Oh, so I held it together until we got home. And then I just curled up next to Eric on our bed and I just cried because I just said to him, I worked so hard on this. Like, I was so excited. And everything I shared would have actually solved their problems, but they didn't even care. And it was just like, it was just this horrible feeling like I wasn't mad at them and I couldn't blame anyone. I just felt like I was so naive to think that people were going to want to make this change, But in the meantime, I have this amazing community at Learn to Become of people who are like so excited. So I'm seeing this huge difference. So, okay. So at that moment, I just decided I would never put myself in that situation again, which is why I do a podcast and videos and I do things virtually, because I am not going to go into a room where people are just going to stare at me and not care. Like, it's not worth my energy. And it's not worth their energy. Why would I do that to them? Unless a person feels pain in some way from being disorganized, and unless they are willing to put some effort into solving that pain, it is literally just a waste of time and money to buy a program or bring in a speaker or do an event. No one is going to care. Okay, but Eric and I have actually had some interesting conversations lately, and we think that there's a better way to do this. And I'm getting kind of excited. My heart's actually beating kind of fast right now because I'm thinking, okay, I believe we're onto something. So one of our recent conversations was with another business owner who found out about what we do here at Learn to Become and said, oh, I'd love to put my team through your training. Recalling our past experience, we were really hesitant to respond. But then we asked some deeper questions and we started brainstorming further. And we actually came up with something that felt really good to the business owner, to me and Eric. I think it's going to be great for the people involved. Okay, so here's the idea in a nutshell. These are 4 steps, okay? Tell me what you think in the comments. If you don't mind just coming and telling me, it would really help me because I need someone outside my own house to tell me what they think. Okay, so here's how it goes. An employer or leader of an organization would invite the team members to go through STEP, or a team member might share the STEP opportunity with an employer. Now, if it's the employer who wants the team members to go through the program, perhaps there's some kind of an incentive or bonus for completing the training, like a day off or additional payment or something like that. But if it's the team member who wants to complete the program and the employer isn't quite sure if it's worth the investment, perhaps there's some kind of arrangement where the team member agrees to front the costs and complete the training and show how effective it is, and then get reimbursed for all or part of the fee. Sometimes you can just agree on that in advance. Now, if the individuals go through the whole program within our refund window and they are not more calm and organized than they have ever been in their lives, all their money is returned. So Learn to Become has 100% satisfaction guarantee, and we stand behind this. So we really take the risk. But if they do get success with the program, which we 100% believe they will, then everyone is better off with less stress and more joy and a foundation of solid organization that will naturally influence others in the company. So anyway, I feel like this is just win-win-win for everyone. And now, in fact, to test the theory further, we have 4 weeks to finish starting September 7th. I'm recording this on August 26th. Eric and I just created a special letter that our Learn to Become community members can give to their employers, explaining what we do in our 4 weeks to finish program and requesting the organization invest in their professional development. Now, it feels really natural as I'm putting this together and saying this. I don't know why I felt so nervous about this. Probably because of that experience years ago. I'm traumatized. I know, I'm good. I'm over it. But anyway, I thought I would just share this with you today so you can let us know your thoughts and perhaps have this conversation with your employer or your team members, depending on your role in your organization. But one part of the employer letter says, how would it feel if your organization ran more like this? And then it details these 5 bullet points. 1, everyone is on the same page with a focused list of projects and routines that will help the organization reach its objectives. 2, there's no need to procrastinate because the next steps are so simple and clear that it's impossible not to know how to easily move forward. 3, calendars and lists are uncluttered with the top priorities organized beautifully and nothing is ever late or forgotten. 4, team members can communicate needs within the framework of proven systems so expectations are clear and everyone can be trusted. And 5, files, tasks, emails, messages, and materials are effortlessly organized, enabling each person to spend their time doing their most essential work. And then I continued and said, yes, this sounds like a dream, but it's how our team operates here at Learn to Become. And we've trained tens of thousands of individuals over the years to do the same. You just look at our testimonials page, go in our Facebook groups, watch what's happening. This works. And I just know, I love Team Learn to Become. I can't tell you what it means to be able to work with people where when you send an email, they got it, it didn't get lost, they're going to get back to you at the appropriate time. When we have a team meeting, everyone's just on, and then we go away with our points that we need to take away. We don't even have to have that many meetings though, because we can do our own work on our own time. All of our team members, they have the lives. They have people they love, they have other projects, they have other skills, they're moving around doing their things, but they can get the work done because no one needs to be micromanaged. It's just the system takes care of it. They know what their responsibilities are. And if they go out of town, they know who to delegate it to, or they know how to get things done in advance. It's not stressful. I really do have a dream of a command central on every desk because I know it will change the world for the better. It's going to relieve the stress that most people in the world are carrying. There's no need for us to spin in circles and be chaotic. We don't need to do that. There's better ways and better systems we can put in place. And tons of it's free on our, YouTube channel or podcast here on the site. We do a lot free because we really want to be able to help anyone. And then we do have programs where people who want to be able to get more coaching or, work with the community and have more of that, of course, and come join in. So, okay, that's where we are. I'm going to close up. I'm going to go do my house cleaning and run some errands. Date with Eric tonight. Okay, so 4 weeks to finish is September 7th. You can come to the show notes page to check that out, or it's learndobecome.com/4 WEEKS/4 weeks. Of course, our Steps to Everyday Productivity program. We love it. It's so fun. And our Rise membership for people who want to focus on a topic each month and work more closely with me and Eric. Okay, sending lots of love. I'm not going to go back and re-record this because, okay, but this is in my heart today, and I hope that's helpful. Okay, see you soon. And I'm going to put that employer letter, the link to it, on the show notes page of this podcast. So it's learndobecome.com/episode 208. If you are an employer, if you have an employer, or if you know an employer who you think would be interested in going through our 4 weeks to finished and perhaps going through it with a team or having maybe their right-hand person go through it or something like that, super fun. We've got it all laid out, how it could work. All right, see you soon at learndobecome.com.